Alright, so picking up where we left off. Played a little bit. Just a little bit off camera. I just went to the market and got a coif. Just one coif. Give it to Otto. Give his leather cap. Junade. Give his Agaton. It's fine. I actually put it over here because he already had one. Something like that. Yeah. So now I've got male coifs on both ends of the front line. Oh, it was the, yeah. Everybody in the back has headgear now. As we set out for this escort mission, 4-day northwest, going up to Kampstadt. There it is. It's not that far as the crow flies. We have to go around the channel. Makes it a bit further. So here we go. That was cargo. It's not escort mission. It's deliver cargo. Okay. Yeah, I do have enough food. Okay. I'm gonna give that orc camp a wide berth. Not that wide. First destination will be Hermannshof. During camp. A hot meal is what any man's meat. Yeah, I'm eating a hot meal right now. I'm eating a biscuit. I didn't expect an event that soon. A hot meal is what any man needs. But a hot meal with a couple of sides of entrees? Well, that's something else entirely. Your purchases of diverse foods as the men gleefully chowing down and feeling good about life. Yep. Can confirm. Don't remember buying oysters. Good way to start the journey. I couldn't cross there. That looks... absolutely looks like I could cross there. Matter of fact, what happens if I just click that? Yeah, it's still going that way. Maybe you can cross there, but it doesn't pathfind it. Oh yeah, this will get dicey. Looks like we had some nomads run from us. Oh, 12 brigands. I was not quick enough on the draw. I was not paying attention. I would have tried to avoid 12. It's just not good. So, 12 brigands, a few poachers, they'll have missile weapons. No raiders, though. A couple of high ground spots. delay. So I'm going to delay on that until there's a thicker crowd. Shoot at. Okay, good. Hugo here. This might be when we want to use our poison. Magistrate's gonna go to his bill right away. Alright. Shield wall. Yeah, I thought that's what they do. Oh, wrap around the left side. Target rich environment. Nothing like a good beheading to set the tone early. He's already exhausted. It's fine, has 48 fatigue. Gotta work on that. Another one for the Magistrate. No. Whew. That was a mistake. Ouch. Gotta get him off that hill. Pronto. I think that was the sound of one of them bleeding. I hope. There we go. A lot of failed morale checks on that death. Magistrate. Yeah, oh well. He was on a hot streak there. Couple more failed morale checks. That's looking good. He's retreating. I'm just going to delay and hope I can time it right to get on that hill. Hope I don't actually stop him from leaving when he flees. Moot point now. Especially looking at the turn order, because I know Amen is going to move soon enough. Go ahead and go down here to prevent him. Actually, it turned him. Or maybe if it didn't do that just now and I wasn't paying attention. Just to discourage him from changing his mind later. Adjacent to one of the two that's still fighting, so we'll go shoot up and put a spear in him. Now 3 now, okay. Nice shot, Sigurd. There we go. That should be all she wrote. I don't think they'll recover from this, so I think no more threat. Injury now. So, pretty clinical. Just a good example of patient. Shields and sticks. On beginner difficulty. It's cut and dried. Play your cards right. Against brigands. It's even took six hit points of damage. Almost even got hit. Did not acquire one single suit of armor. I thought some of those arrow kills had to have been headshots, and I might have got some armor from that, but no. Oh well. 184 coins, some tools. So we continue on. How are we doing on tools overall? We've got um, 30, so a long way to go. And here's what I want to pay close attention. Yeah, it might not be orcs. Or greenskins. Well, actually, we know for a fact it is. Actually, my ambition is to destroy an hostile camp. We knew there were some young orcs there. That's not what we're here to do. Not what we're here to do. Not 4 days, not anywhere near. It's the Wayne Bridge. So here we are, back in Comstock. Gunther the Elder welcomes you and a few of his men. Hurry over to take the cargo. He claps you on the shoulders. I take it your journey went well? I'll spare him the details and inquire about your pay. Bah, I saw sort through and through. Raymond, get this man what he deserves. One of Gunther the Elder's bodyguards walks over and hands you a small chest of crowns. You gain 1,320 of them. How good. Good old Comstock. Okay, did a little off camera. I just got a nasal helmet. That was a bit damaged, so I had a discount. Now I'm looking at the men for hire. And there's quite a few looking for work here. Calls himself Robert the Quick. There's a
message for you, sir.
Day Taylor. I wanted to do something he had not done before, so the traveling mercenary company seemed a good opportunity to clear his head. Clear his head. Yeah, this isn't the life for someone that just needs to clear their head. No. Leonhard the Survivor. Catastrophes are cheap. Leonhard hails from a tiny village that was destroyed. To put it succinctly, but Leonhard is a survivor. He fled the disaster with just the clothes on his back, one of the many refugees you've seen. This man has decided to stop running and start fighting. Determination. He wants five coins a day. It's basically volunteer work. Alright. I'll take you along. And let's see. Some fishermen, a monk, farmer? No. Oh, a eunuch. As a child, Arnold's drunkard elder sister took a jagged knife to his cock as a form of vicious torture. While the horrors of the man's past raise your hairs and lowered nether regions into nearly being tucked, the eunuch seems unbothered by what has happened to his calm, almost passive figure. He wants to be a mercenary. You know. If he doesn't have the stuff, all we have to do is fire him. Alright, Arnold. You can come with us. We'll see. We'll see how I can outfit them with what I have on hand. So, Leonhard at first. He's a 2-star archer. 1-star fatigue, 1-star initiative. So yeah, he will be taking over for Erling the Crow now in the back. We'll stop. With a 65 padding. Probably there. Which is going to be a 105 when full.
Oh, Brad,
Probably auto. See what Arnold is. Oh yeah, 2-star melee, 1-star melee defense, and 1-star courage. Resolve. I was right to hire him. He is superstitious, though. Rest and resolve at morale checks against fear, panic, and mind control effects. So he's going to naturally grow more resolve, but it'll be a little more suspect to the supernatural. You know what? He will be survivor is a bleeder. I didn't pay attention to this before. He's prone to bleeding and does so. He's a survivor, but he's hemophiliac, and he's afraid of the undead. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, so we're gonna get all that stuff repaired. Gotta get him some headgear back in the market real quick. Gotta level up like a guy that needs leveled up. Something to put on his head. Someone's head anyway. Recycle, yeah, we'll get a full Ekaton. And padded, put that in rotation. And do they have tools? I'm sure they do. Oh, they got pretty, I mean, about 25% marked up. So I'll get one set of tools. And, let's see, 5 days, yeah, with a lot of mouths to feed now. Get some fish. And some bread. And that's it for now. So I'll go back to inventory here. Okay, now with that. A full Ekaton, which is 50? Okay, so Arnold.
Dad, can I help you?
Okay. Full Ekaton 50. So everybody should have 50 or better on the front line covering their head. What's this? 70. Everybody in the back has 40 or better. On top, and now 35 or better on the bottom. Yeah. Spear, close, spear, close, spear. Yeah, that's, I like that. Okay. Raynard leveled up. Let's go do that. He rolled. We'll take the 3 defense. And we'll take the 4 on courage. It's so crucial. I'm going to take it. I don't like it. I'm taking a 3, but it's so crucial. Alright. Avoiding critical damage on head hits is pretty big. Adding their initiative, a quarter or 50% of their initiative to dodge or defense is nice. Pathfinding's nice for the ones that are gonna maneuver, the flankers, but I'll take the harder of the two. A few peasants walk up to you, and one even offers a hug, which you decline. It's good to see you again, sellsword. Rabe the Guildmaster's been looking for you. I'm all ears. Rabe the Guildmaster folds his hands together when he sees you. This might be a strange question, but how interested are you in making a delivery for me? You explain that for the right price, such a journey would be a welcome departure from the usual killing and dying that goes around you. The man clasps his hands together. Excellent. Unfortunately, I didn't expect it to be quite like that. It's of enough import to garner unsavory attention, which is why I'm looking to hire sellswords in the first place. It's going to be Ras Sanan, 4 days or southeast of here by road, where a man by the name of Harun al-Salman of Ras Sanan is waiting for it to fall into his hands. So you see, this won't be the departure you speak of, but it can be a fine payday if you're interested. Yeah, it's going right back to where it came from. He gesticulates with his hands, pointing at his fingers as if counting something, but it means nothing to you. Judging from experience, this is a good payment for the task. You'll get 1830. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna go across the land bridge and make that in a day. Maybe a day and a half. Well, yeah, it's plenty. Plenty. We're gonna go for a run. I'll just go through the borderlands. It's midday, day 33. Let's see how long this actually takes. He said 4 days. Although that is going to take us past the Blazing Sun camp. Not right by it, though. Okay, watch. Now it's been 1 day. It hasn't even been a whole day yet. Yeah, 1 day. Because we hit the road, we're going to scoot on in there. 1 day. Okay, a little over a day. Instead of 4. You enter Harun al-Salama of Ras Sanan's home, where the package is finally dropped off and whisked away by servants. Staring at you from a comfortable-looking chair, Harun al-Salama of Ras Sanan asks if your journey went well. You state that idle talk does not fill your pockets and then inquire about your pay. The man raises an eyebrow. Ah, have I offended the Crown League with my kind, civilized sensibilities? How dare I? Well then, your pay is in the corner, and it is in full grasp, as agreed upon. That was kind of rude of me. I mean, I don't know if that was a vizier or not, but he was actually talking to me. If I had a choice in my dialogue, I wouldn't have shunned him like that. It's bad business. Whatever. Taxidermist. No, not enough to make another poison. So be it. Alchemist. Yes, the wondrous technologies of the South. Chemistries in this case. You can buy poisons. What are these? I never even looked at them before. Potion of knowledge. %, experience gained for how long? Forever? I presume so. Yeah, for that much, it's probably going to be forever for the character. Second one. +4 recovery per turn. Lasts for the next battle. What's this one? Cat potion. +20 initiative for the next battle. And then all these things, smoke grenades, and all these things are flashbangs, literally. It's poison. These are one-shot flamethrowers. And then ammunition for black powder weaponry. Which haven't found yet. $125 armor. We could just keep adding to our armor here, slowly and surely. Southern mail shirt for $640. Worth $400. That's over 50% markup. Yeah, 50% markup on this stuff. I'm not gonna pay that much of a markup for it. Buy some of their rice and their cheese. Yeah, we'll buy some of their cheese. I still have some other cheese from the last time I was down here. What other dates? That's less than a 50% markup. That's actually not a bad deal. As important as side protection is.
Excuse me, I...
That one. So it's 125. 105. this, though? That's the thing. Someone else has to wear the physician's mask. Who has the pleasure of wearing that thing? Probably Sinead. 50. They're all going to be 50s. Welcome to the company, Arnold. Alright. That covers it. Actually, there's no reason for it to do that as well. Yeah, fatigue, I guess. Do I want a short sword instead of a bludgeon? Mm, 75% and 20. 40, 20 to 35. Does more damage, but ignores, less of it ignores armor. Yeah, go bludgeon. Alright. What work do you have for us? A man with peacock feathers and a jaunty cap approaches you seemingly out of nowhere. He slides along, the ledger in hand, though the ledger carries the emblem of one of Rassanan's viziers and his guard. Jacoba Alfari, the Grand Vizier, wishes to employ your services, Kremlin. You are to handle the fine material, created away from your devilish eyes, of course, and secreted to Reb, the guildmaster in Kampstadt, located 4 days by road to the northwest. Once the material is delivered, you will then be paid at the location upon which you have arrived. The man rakes the feathers back and briefly shakes his head. Do you find this offer congruent with your current financial wishes? Yeah, I bet, because it's not 4 days. 1820, yeah, gee. For 4-day travel, yeah. Well, 1820, that's 450 per day. I guess we can swing that. 450 per day. across Blazing Sun Camp. We're just gonna sneak right past you in the night. Oh, it's dawn now. Ah, they didn't notice us. And this is a land bridge. After some looking, a man asks who you're looking for. When you say Rabe, the guildmaster, he points out nearby paddock where a man is strutting about on a rather opulent-looking horse. You walk over, and the man rears the steed and asks if that's the cargo that Jacobel Free, the Grand Vizier, sent. And you nod. Leave it there at your feet. I'll come and get it. You don't, instead asking about your pay. The man sighs, whistles to a bodyguard who hurries over. See to it that the sellsword gets the pay he deserves. Finally, you put the crate on the ground and make your leave. 1820. Alright. With that much, we can look at revenue. First, let's celebrate. Comstrand. Look at their market. We're doing pretty good. 6 days of food, 34 days of payroll. Definitely afford this kettle home. But instead of do that, let's look at revenue. I mean, negotiator allows for more rounds of negotiations and without any hits, so you can just try to squeeze more coin out of every contract you get. But for 3,000, that would be a big chunk. Quartermaster increases the amount of ammunition you can carry, increases the amount of medical supplies and tools you can carry. That's it. You still have to buy it. It just increases the capacity. I don't see that being useful ever. The recruiter makes you pay 10% less up front for hiring new men and 50% less for tryouts. Makes between 2 and 4 additional men available to recruit never settlement. Actually offering better choices, but doesn't affect the upkeep. 3,000. Definitely not worth it right now. Now when I'm paying thousands per recruit, 10% of thousands per, that would get a return eventually. Not right now. Not 10% of a couple hundred. The scavenger recovers a small part of all the ammo you use every fight. Recovers tools and supplies from every armor destroyed by you during battle. That would get a return because I destroy every single suit of armor I run into, basically. Can't afford it right now. The surgeon I can't afford, but this lets me know if I need to save up for it. He would make every man without a permanent injury guaranteed to survive an otherwise fatal blow. Wow. Wow. Makes every man that didn't get a permanent injury on the path to 0 hit points survive what would have otherwise potentially killed them. and makes every injury that they do get take one less day to heal. Wow. That seems good. The question is, how often do men get knocked down to 0 hit points without? And it doesn't say just 0 hit points, it says survive an otherwise fatal blow, so poison deaths. And might not include those. I don't know if it does or not. Yeah, I don't know what the percentages are. I don't know how often they get knocked down to 0 without actually having an injury. It seems like they almost always have an injury. By the time, except for the head hits, which is 25% of the time. The negotiations I've done, the amount that the money goes up when you negotiate isn't very much. It's certainly not worth that much of my cash right now, so I'm not going to do it. But when I have more money and that chunk isn't such a high percentage of it, I might consider it. So, let's see. Yeah, like if I had the recruiter, 10% of that would be 635, you know. This is range of 2. Yeah, I was going to get this and give it to one of the archers to switch to when the line. But to do what the magistrate does. Let me do that. The kettle helm. Which one was it I wanted to do that with? I think. Let's see. Him. To try to get levels faster so that I can get those better rolls going. Kettle helm. Okay, now 125. because you could lose them when your guys die. Okay. Alright, let's see what kind of contract they have. Gunther the Elder looks out his window. We both know the brigands and the gods know what else are terrorizing these parts, and they all are quite fond of the roads. After a particularly bad run, my old caravan guards lost the heart for the job. Now I need someone else to watch my shipment. Next one out is going to Erdfall and to the north, maybe 2 days or so from here. Does that sound like a place you'd like to be paid to go to? Depends. He jingles a bag of coins. This will be yours if you help me on this. 840. Sure. Go somewhere new. Crying out loud. Do for that. Let's go.
Message for you, son.
You find Fritz the Magistrate scouring a red book. He closes the book and sighs. As an anatomist, I am compelled to think that monsters, as you laymen would call them, do not merely appear for the sake of appearance. Instead, everything has a purpose. In a sense, and through the old gods, we can trust that these elements have in actuality a divine purpose. Yet some of my peers have found bones of creatures that have not once been seen in the flesh. It appears that these entities have disappeared entirely. It begs the question, does such evidence entail that we, ourselves, will one day disappear? An affirmative on that front suggests, then, that the divinities above are not actually weighing their visions in our favor. We walk under the gaze of mere happenstance, and a terrible thought indeed. Curious, you ask what these mysterious monsters looked like. The anatomist opens the red book and shows you a drawing. They are quite similar to humans, but larger, with implied bulkiness around the neck and shoulders. The skulls carry these notches similar to that of horns, and the spinal columns have extra vertebrae, with 3 of them near the top broadening out as if they were holding on to something that would extend far from the body. See? Here, the back is almost like a bony mantle.
Message for you, son.
Interesting. You ask the anatomist if he's seen one of these skeletons for himself, and he says no. He says he's only seen it in the text. You ask if he paid for this text, and he says he did. You ask him if perhaps the notion of old bizarre monsters was Badermere's sales pitch to get him to buy a book of bullshit. The anatomist ponders for a time. He nods and agrees that it is likely that he has purchased a spoof. He grows angrier by the second and suddenly throws the tome into the campfire, pledging himself to more earthly studies going forward. He thanks you for your ability to cut through the nonsense and eminence fronts this world puts on. He is now in good spirit. Can't believe everything you read. Ain't that the truth? Day 36, midday. Here, 840. You've made it. falling. Oh, it is a small village. Market and armor, and that is it. Stop this recording here, and don't want this segment to get too long. Till next time, for company, Queen Death Tune.